Divorce Dad Diaries, day 264 and 265, and today I'm flying to Whangarei. So it's the last day of the holidays, and my plan was just to kind of sit at home and not do a hell of a lot. Last week of the holidays, Daniel, last week. And I've been thinking, and it's like, I don't necessarily need to be at home to do that. So I was looking at potential flights to Wellington to go and see my dad, but it just, between the moving and the Christmas and the birthdays, my savings account is a bit bare and I still have things that I need to be getting here in this house. So I was talking to my mum and she was like, well, why don't you come up here and do not a lot here? And I thought, well, she lives in Whangarei, flights to Whangarei are quite expensive. And she said, that's fine, we don't get to see each other very often anyway, so why don't I just pay for your flights and you come up anyway? I may be 34 years old, but she still spoils me. So yeah, I'm flying up to Whangarei to spend time with her for the week. Now what we're actually going to do, I'm not sure. I'm picking my Xbox because she's still going to be working. So in the mornings I'll just chill at home, play some Xbox, and I'll probably play some in the evenings as well. But in the afternoons, I'm pretty sure she has some plans. She's told me to bring hats. She's told me to bring good walking shoes. She's told me that lunches and dinners are sorted. Because here's the thing, she actually really enjoys this content and really enjoys these videos. So she's been telling me, oh yeah, I've got some ideas for your channel, I'll be able to give you heaps of content, so... she's so supportive, I love it. So, loaded the bag into the car, and then it was over to the practice wife's house. Had to drop the kids off back to their mums for the week. Now, usually at this point, I would get an Uber to the airport, but I asked her, if I'm already around over at your place, can you just drop me off and I'll just give you a bit of money instead, and you can use that as petrol money. So, she agreed. We popped over to BP. I picked up some of these firecracker chicken nuggets, which are about, I guess, as spicy as a jalapeno, I would say. They were pretty good. I really enjoyed them. In fact, I enjoy most of BP's nuggets, but got to the airport, dropped my bag off, said, ta-ta, see you again when I get to Whangarei. Went through airport security, which always makes me nervous, but there was a guy who put me at ease because he saw my Stephen King book, and there wasn't anyone in line, so we just ended up having a bit of a yarn. In fact, I think I've read this book on every flight I've been on since since late last year at least. I've gotten a bit slack with my reading. They also didn't have any cookies. They ran out of cookies on the flight, so I ended up having to get cheese puffs, which of course I had with my in-flight coffee. And before you know it, I landed and was in Auckland, ready for my connecting flight to Whangarei. Having a check bag on these sort of transfer flights makes me quite nervous because I'm just imagining, I don't have to pick up my bag. They automatically transfer it from plane A to plane B, and that makes me anxious. But I suppose even if they don't do it, the bag will only be like a 2-hour drive away. I actually only had half an hour between my two flights, so what ended up happening is I got off the plane, went to the bathroom, went and sat down in the waiting room, and I opened my book, read about 2 sentences, and then the call went out and I had to board the plane. So I took the tiny plane up and eventually arrived in Whangarei, where the airport's so small they don't even have like a baggage carrier escalator thing, whatever you call that. They just put your bags into a trolley and then put it out by the airport and you go and collect them. Mum picked me up at the airport. I enjoyed the sights around Whangarei, and of course the first thing I did when I got home was say hello to Roxy, my old cat. Hey Roxy. Oh, lost your voice. She used to be very vocal, and I guess all those years of meowing all the time has finally caught up to her. But I also really enjoyed these old photos of me around the house. Look, I used to have hair. I used to be a rock star. I was cool. I swear I was cool. And then enjoyed a nice home-cooked dinner, courtesy of my stepdad. Very healthy. A lot healthier than what I would normally eat at home. So shortly after getting here, I opened my bag, and I look at it, and I'm like, it looks like someone's kind of rifled through it. Everything wasn't where it was where I put it. And then I've noticed this note. It's from airport security. They inspected my bag, and they took my deodorant. So you're not supposed to have aerosol cans on your bag. You're supposed to put them in your carry-on luggage, but I didn't take any carry-on because I could fit everything in my bag. So I guess I just didn't think about it. So I suppose I'm grateful they took it so the plane didn't blow up. But I need my deodorant. It's hot up here. It was 27 degrees. But I also just wanted to clarify that right now, as of this moment, it is 5th of January and I am in Whangarei. The reason I say that is because the days on these diaries have still been a bit all over the place. I went on a trip with my practice wife to Diamond Harbour last week, and she's put a blog up and I filmed all that content and I'm going to put it up next week. So I guess at the moment the days are more pertinent to the day they're being posted than the day that it actually happened, which I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter all that much. But just in case you're following along closely and get confused, because the last video I posted, I said it was a Monday and the kids are coming back, and now it's a Monday and I'm in Whangarei. And of course, if you see someone wandering around Whangarei that looks like me, it could be me. And I will catch you on the flip side.